Hawks win. Hawks win 6-1 over the Dallas Stars and Fan Appreciation Night in the last game at the United Center for the season. Yes, it's unfortunate no playoff hockey will be happening in the UC this year. But the Hawks put up a show for the Madhousers and got us a win. And sorry about what happened last night with the live stream. I wanted to have a good live stream for the last game of the regular season in the UC because I knew I wasn't going to be able to do it today. Because today we play the Nashville Predators and I work. So I had to I was upset when that happened, to be quite frank. So let's get to the goal scoring of the game, why not, since this is going to be a two-part video. My review for the Hawk game, preview for the Blackhawks versus Predator game. So I'm starting it off with the review. Last night the Hawks took on the Dallas Stars and the Hawks took charge. The Stars outshot the Hawks 35-32 in the game, but the Hawks outplayed them like it was nothing. They outplayed a playoff team and showed if the Hawks were healthy and goaltending all year, they would have made the playoffs with Corey Crawford. We split goalies last night because Crow pulled his growing last night as well. So here we go. In the first period, only one goal was scored. At 16:45 in the first period, scored by number 88, Patrick Kane. His 43rd goal of the season, assisted by number 91, Drake Kajula. In number 19, Jonathan Taze, to give the Hawks a 1-0 lead over the Dallas Stars. Yes, this is about the time I ended up getting hit with a copyright when I feel like I did nothing wrong. I don't know what happened, to be honest. So we go to the second period. At 11:11 in the second period, scored by number 24, Dominic Cahoon, his 13th goal of the season, assisted by number 20, Brandon Saad, and number 7, Brent Seabrook, to give the Hawks a 2-0 lead over the Dallas Stars. Scoring's not done yet in the second period. At 13:05 in the second period, possibly in his last game of his career, scored by number 14, Chris Kunitz, his 5th of the season, and assisted by number 64, David Camp. And the Hawks have a 3-0 lead over the Dallas Stars. At 17:51 in the second period, my bad, scored by number 17, Dylan Strome, his 20th of the season, and assisted by number 56, Eric Gustafson, his 60th point of the year, and Carl Dahlstrom got an assist on it to give the Hawks a 4-0 lead over the Dallas Stars at the end of 2. Yes, Gustafson ended up getting his 60th point last night. Congratulations to Gus. Congratulations to Chris Kunitz if that was his last NHL game. I don't know if he's in the lineup for tonight's game, but if that was his last NHL game, congratulations on scoring potentially your last goal in the NHL. So we go to the third period. With 44 seconds into the third period, scored by number 68, his first as a Chicago Blackhawk. Slater Cuckoo, his second of the season. First one coming with Tampa Bay, and this one coming from the Chicago Blackhawks. His first one as a Blackhawk. And assisted by number 7, Brent Seabrook. And number 19, Jonathan Toews. This goal by Cuckoo is a nice one. Siebes was behind the goal line, sauced the puck right over to Cuckoo, and Cuckoo buried it. And it was a nice goal. Cuckoo was pinching up, Seabrook pinched up, the forwards played back, and it led to a beauty of a goal. But the Stars ended up scoring to ruin the shutout that both goalies were running. Corey Crawford was taken out midway through the second period, and Cam Ward came in net. At 7:18 in the third period, scored by Dallas Stars, Joel Ellisbin, I think that's how you pronounce his name. His second of the season, assisted by Sagan and Radulov on a power play to make it a 5-1 Hawks lead. But the last goal of the game to give it a 6-1 lead for the Chicago Blackhawks with his second goal of the game, scored by number 88, Patrick Kane, his 44th of the season, and assisted by number 91, Drake Caggiula, and number 2, Duncan Keith, to give the Hawks the 6-1 victory over the Dallas Stars in the last game at the United Center for the season. Good way to show for the fans that you felt bad of the season and they want to fight back for next year. 3 stars of the night from your Blackhawks. Number 30, potentially in his last game as a Blackhawk, Cam Ward, to get the 3rd star of the night. He played well enough to deserve it. And from your Blackhawks, potentially in his last game in the NHL, number 14, with 1 goal, Chris Kunitz. And for the 1st star of the night, with 2 goals, his 43rd and 44th of this season, Patrick Kane, to get the 1st star of the night. Well deserved for Kaner, and I respect the Hawks honoring Ward and Kunitz with the stars of the night as well, because it was potentially Kunitz's last game last night, and Ward played a great game, coming in relief for Corey Crawford. So, that being said, the Hawks take a win in the last game at the United Center for the season, and we won't be there back until probably mid-October, because we will be playing some games in the Czech Republic and Europe the game preseason in Europe, and then our first 2 games are in the Czech Republic. So, the season is now coming to an end. Preview time is coming up. So, let me end this review off with a high note. With the big win over the Dallas Stars, the Hawks take it 6-1, and we go to Nashville. Well, it's preview time. I switched jerseys. I had the jersey I had on yesterday, and I threw on my Humboldt Bronco hat for today, because this is the 1-year anniversary of Humboldt. What happened to them? So we go to Nashville after a huge win over the Dallas Stars. Can the Hawks keep the momentum in Nashville? Because we do have something special happening for the Chicago Blackhawks tonight, probably. That sounds like it. Hawks record is 36-33-12. The Predators is 46-29-6. Hawks have played well against the Predators this year, so that's a good sign coming into Nashville. Going into tonight's game, the scouting report shows that the leading point getter for the Nashville Predators is Ryan Johansson with 79 games played, 14 goals, 50 assists for a total of 64 points on the season. So the Predators have quite a, not as much scoring like on the Hawks do, but they do have a stronger defense. It's expected to be in net. Here we go. I forgot to do this. Expected to be in net from your Blackhawks to make his potential NHL debut, Kevin Lankinen. I have no clue what number he's wearing, so that's why I didn't go with his number. So it's rumored Kevin Lankinen might be making his NHL debut tonight because he was called up after the Blackhawks versus Stars game last night, about an hour after the game, because it sounds like Corey Crawford is out for tonight with his growing injury, and I don't know if they're going to play Cam Ward, and because he played half of the game last night. And I'm expecting to see Saros in net for the Nashville Predators because they're going into the playoffs. They are going to want to rest Rene. If we win tonight, we determine who wins the division. If we win, the Winnipeg Jets win the division. If Trashville wins, Trashville wins the division, and they will be wanting to do another pointless banner ceremony. And honestly, I can't see Trashville. I don't want to see them winning anything this year, like a Stanley Cup. So the scouting report shows that Johansson's their leading point getter, but he's not their leading goal scorer. That's Arvidsson with 33 goals of this season. But for your Blackhawks, for leading point getter, number 88, Patrick Kane, with 80 games played, 44 goals, 65 assists, for a total of 109 points on this season. Kaner is on a roll to hit 110 tonight. If he does that, congratulations. I don't see them benching Kane tonight because I think they are going to want to see him reach the 110 mark. And if he can score 2 goals to tie his career high that he set in his MVP season for goals, for right now he's 2 goals behind his career high of 46. So he could potentially, if he does put up 2 goals, he tied his career high in goals. Behind Kane in goals, that belongs to the Cat, Alex DeBrincat. He has 41 goals on this season. Third on the team is your captain, number 19, Jonathan Toews, with 35 goals on this season. Fourth on the team will be number 20, Brandon Saad. He has 23 goals on this season. And right at fifth on the team, number 17, Dylan Strome, with 20 goals on the year. We have some good scoring depth. Then for assist leader, it's Patrick Kane. Second on the team, it's your captain, number 19, Jonathan Tays with 46 assists on the season. And right behind Taser, it's number 56, Eric Gustafson with 43 assists on the year. Behind Guster with 36 assists, number 17, Dylan Strome, and 5th on the team for assists. Number 12, Alex DeBrincat, to have 34 assists on the year. Goal for points in total, Kaner with 109, Tays with 81, DeBrincat with 75, Gustafson with 60, and Strome with 56. And we've had a good season scoring-wise. Defensively, not so much, but we've played well all year when it comes to our scoring. Playing the Nashville Predators for our last game of the regular season, meaning we aren't playing any games until October. It's a flippin' shame. It was a good season, guys. I really enjoyed these reviews and previews, the live streams, even though yesterday's live stream got copywritten for some unknown reason. And it was fun. And this preview is for you guys. So, down my pick to click for who's going to have a big game. If he's making his NHL debut, which it sounds like he is, I'm going with Kevin Lankinen in net. If he makes his NHL debut, I think he's going to want to outplay the Nashville Predators and basically shut up the Trashville fans. Keys to tonight for a Hawks win: outskate, play strong, and play it for the fans. And the Hawks should win this game. So, down in the comments below, I want to hear what your takes are going into tonight's game and what your takes were from last night's game. And thank you for watching the broadcast. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And most of all, let's go Hawks!